Okpella, city in a valley. Rich in minerals and popular for its limestones. Home to one of Nigeria's finest cement producers. Like a diamond in the rough and commanding the skyline of the valley. Behold, Dangote Cement, Okpella. Another bold and audacious move of the Dangote Group. At completion, this factory will increase the Dangote productivity capacity to 41 million metric tons per annum in Nigeria alone, making the Dangote Group the undisputed king of cement.
We felt it was an ideal site to set up the factory for a number of reasons. One, nearness to the raw material deposit, limestone, the limestone. Secondly, nearness to water supply. There is the Obo River, which is also close by. Because there are a number of factors, and management approved that the factory should be established or built in this particular location.
This makeshift laterite road leads to the plant. It's a long, winding stretch. Sinoma had to debush 7.5 kilometers of forest to get to the project location.
The road that they are constructing from the express down to Obagum is a road that they are constructing to where Dangote is going to build the cement factory in Okpella. The road is a place that will open up to many of our people that are farmers that are farming there. It will be easy there to bring their commodity back to the town. And two, when the Dangote start the factory, it will absorb, it will employ most of our boys and girls in the community.
When Dangote came, they reported to the late clan head of Okpella, His Royal Majesty Alhaji A.Y. Idrisu, JP the Okpella of Okpella, that they were here to prospect for limestone because they are into cement making. So the then Okpella, the late Okpella gave them a letter to enter the bush of Okpella and prospect. So eventually, when they came to us, we obeyed that letter and allowed Dangote to go into our bush.
All this area was forest. There was no access to this place actually. We had to get our company surveyors and some local labor workers. We all worked together to create these roads.
Sinoma International Engineering Company is one of the world's largest cement engineering system integration supplier in the world.
这个根据这条整条线的生产设计能力，跟那个能源的损耗这一块就是跟环保。我们这条项目为生产完成之后，这个产品质量会更好，然后相对其他项目来讲，这个更加环保。 更加节能。
Then the civil works began. This $1 billion, 6 million metric tons per annum factory, along with its mine, was to occupy about 1,000 hectares of land. The mine is better seen than described. Observing with optimism were the indigents of Okpella.
The Dangote project is 100 times bigger than what we knew about before. So which automatically, this is 10 times more than what we experienced. So my people were happy.
We know they are very big company. We need them in Okpella so that they can impact industrialization in my area. So that we know how he has been doing for other areas. Areas like Lekki, different areas in the north where you have sugar cane and so on. So we also have such area, very rich soil, rich area with the mineral resources and everything.
This factory is a clinker cement dry processing plant. Its journey starts at the mines. Experts believe these limestone deposits will last for over 100 years. This site is gradually taking shape. This 400 hectares space will house the crushing plant. The crushed limestone and laterite clay is then transported on this conveyor all the way to these massive warehouses. A crushed mix of limestone and laterite clay in appropriate measurements is then forwarded to the raw mill. In the raw mill, the crushed mix will be blended and fed into this preheater, where it is heated to 900 degrees Celsius through these cyclones. The amount of details on this preheater is amazing. When it's done, it goes into this rotary kiln where it's further heated to 1450 degrees Celsius. It is said that the kiln is the heart of the manufacturing process, as this is where the crushed mix is turned into the raw materials for cement called the clinker. The clinker is then cooled to 65 degrees Celsius in the coolers and passed to the cement mill. In this cement mill, gypsum is introduced to the clinker, where the cement is now ready.
With dry process, everything, most of the energy you consume is in a size reduction. That is, you blast, you crush, you mill, you nodulize in your kiln reactor, and then you mill again into fine powder, which is your cement. So it's quite easy, it's quite flexible.
Over 2,000 engineers are involved in this project with a collective work experience of over 20,000 years of building cement plants.
我们这个项目是从一个原始森林开始，然后建设成一个现代化、具有现代化理念的一个现代化工厂。在这个建设过程中，我们跟当地的社区、跟党工的业主方相处非常愉快。在这个过程中，我们招聘了。我们除了使用了很多中国员工之外，除了使用了一部分中国员工之外，我们在当地使用了超过1500号当地员工，他们中有很多优秀的员工，是优秀的一项，比如说像优秀的焊工、优秀的瓦工、优秀的木工、优秀的司机，然后这个当地员工的这个参加，给这个新的项目的建设注入了很多活力。
As the sun rises every morning, gradually setting its light on this massive project, the human energy of activity manifests with diverse skill sets. It's a regimented work schedule for the engineers. Being a local security to the factory, one of Shehul's jobs is to ensure that the cement stored in these cement silos is left untampered. The finished cement is then moved to this packing plant where the cement is then packaged for the customer. This factory is not sitting on a single pile. The unique rocky formation of the location had provided a natural foundation. The cement plant would produce 150,000 bags of cement per day.
In Nigeria alone, we have a population of over 200 million. Look at the per capita consumption of cement in Nigeria today. It's quite low. That means that we still need to do more in order to make the cement to put at the reach of the poorest of the poor.
By the time this plant is complete, over 56,000 tons of cement would have been used, an equivalent of 1,120,000 bags of cement. 59,000 metric tons of steel, enough to build the Niger Bridge 6 times over. And 1,100 kilometers of cable, a driving distance of about Lagos to Yobe State.
From the very first day we started work here, the company employed some local workers too, engineers, technicians, and a few helping hands from the community. They started this project with us, and we have consistently worked today as a family.
Since the Dangote Okpella Cement Company come into existence in Okpella, A lot of people have benefited from it. Like I'm talking to you now, they gave me the supply of sharp sand and the petty contract which I did. They paid me and I used the money to support my business. What the man has brought to the community is a big something that the unborn children will benefit tomorrow.
This plant is going to generate its own power from this power generating complex, powered by these 2 steam turbine generators generating 30 megawatts of power each, enough to power the whole of Lagos Island.
We are actually here to install the power plant, to produce power for cement plant. This is supplied by Thermax India Limited, and this is just 2 units of power plant. It's called dual fuel power. We are using coal and another fuel. This is 30 megawatt power plant, 2 units. This make it 60 megawatt. If you say the half of the Lagos, Lagos, the consumption is high. So half of the Lagos we can cover with this power plant.
As the sun powers down on the plant, the warm and colorful images of sunset turns the city of Okpella to a canvas of expressions. It is estimated that by the time the plant commences operations, it will create over 6,000 jobs. It will also further increase the $3 billion the country has been saving from import substitution. It is no surprise that the people of Okpella expressed their appreciation to the Dangote Group.
I am even thanking the Dangote and the entire Dangote company for what they brought to Okpella.
I thank God as He don't bring open everything here. We thank God for them.
If they are doing good, we can't fight them. And the way we see them, they are doing good. As at now, and we want them to continue to be good. So they are not bad to us, we can't be bad to them. We need them so much.
I will use this opportunity to pray for him more again, so that the project he has started, may he be able to complete it.
I want to say that we have had the fullest cooperation from the Okomunyo community who are our hosts.
As a company that truly believes in its passion for touching the lives of Nigerians, the Dangote Group will continue to invest in Nigeria and her people.